So with Operation Motherland on the horizon, I thought I'd take the time to discuss some things I'd like to see changed in the upcoming patch. Now I know the majority of you are going to think about big issues like bugs and things that Ubisoft Paris have put on the back burner and not touched in a while. For instance, we all know the AI in the game needs a lot of work. We'd all like to see the AI react better, move appropriately, flank more, lay down suppressing fire, have a farther sight for detecting the player, but I'm not going to go into anything like that right now. Specifically, what I'd like to discuss is something that's annoyed me since day one with the item wheel. And that is the locked items that the developers have deemed so important that they don't want the players having the ability to remove certain items and put the items they see fit on the item wheel. Ubisoft Paris has locked the class tool, the bullet throw, and the bandages. Now I was very happy when the devs expanded the item wheel, giving us more selection choices in-game, so we wouldn't have to go into the menu as much to swap out items, but I'm still unhappy about the limitations that the developers feel they have to implement in order to, quote-unquote, guide the player and ensure we don't replace, quote-unquote, important items. The problem here is that the updates to the game have rendered some items obsolete depending on how you want to play. For instance, you have the opportunity to play with injuries off, yet the bandages are still locked to your item wheel. You can also choose to heal injuries with a syringe. Players might choose to replace the bandages if they want to play with some of these game options. With the bullet throw, some players might prefer to ignore this mechanic completely, as to them it doesn't really fit within the Ghost Recon playstyle that they desire. Yet the developers felt that this item needed to be locked to the item wheel. The class tool is another item that developers felt the player should not have the ability to replace. I, for one, am here to tell you that depending on certain classes I play, I rarely use the class tool, and I feel players should have the opportunity to replace the class tool if they would prefer to have another item on their item wheel. So if developers are going to implement this type of item wheel mechanic for item selection, the least they could do is allow for complete customization and let the players choose what they want to have on their item wheel. So, Ghosts, what's your opinion on this subject? Have you found yourself going into the menu more times than you would have liked, due to the fact that there are limitations on what you could put in your item wheel? And with so many items to choose from, you find yourself in the middle of combat, pausing the game just to swap out items. Let me know in the comments what you think about unlocking these items from the item wheel and giving the player full control of what they want to have on their item wheel. For those of you who enjoy topics like this and discussing games and in-game mechanics, consider joining the Discord, where we all come together and discuss various topics. The link is in the description. Okay, Ghosts, that's all for now. Everyone have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video. Alright guys, peace.